Try getting these other ones, or see, is this suspicious? Talks about what I'm talking about. I'm gonna end with this part though, and then get on to another one after this.
Good morning, folks. Several things to discuss today. Ongoing solar storm, more on the way. Top science news, last night's special video, and the big change at suspiciousobservers.org. Starting with our star, 4 filaments erupted yesterday. None in spectacular fashion, but the one near center disk likely to produce CME that is coming our way. It's not a big one, but it is the first CME.
We just paused already, thank you. This thing's bugging. I got too many tabs open. But, yeah, 4 of them erupted literally on the day I said that I created this new power. And then not only that, I told you I had made it so, I made it so, what is the word, cool, where it's not really directed at Earth, at the same time my strength at Earth's magnetic field. And that's what caused that orgonite effect that cleared the skies, and it's been clear ever since. I'm going to talk more about that in the second video. Show more proof of that. Like, it's been clear since February. It's like the UV's been high, and that just literally created the UV power that could have been causing that factor as well. But it's been stable because I used a stable light source. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say about it. But yeah, it was basically, I was able to run it at a really just this high of a scale. Like, it's just incredibly powerful, actually more powerful, as I showed you from the shooting and resonance. But at the same time, it was cooler. It was really more, it was just so efficient. It was really efficient. There wasn't any waste or anything. Because I'm not working with trillion folds, you know, like just working with one or none and turn into something, like to infinity, to a good scale, whatever. It allows me to push it without causing any too much problems, and we've been getting a lot of, like, it ended the drought and all kinds of stuff. We'll talk more about that in the next part.
In a while, David.
That's why we haven't even had any pointed at us in a while, like you said. And then it didn't harm Earth because, you know, most of them been shooting away as well.
None in spectacular fashion, but the one.
And even this one directly at us. That's a big CME. He's crazy saying it's not spectacular. Look at this shit. That's a big ass CME, but it didn't have much effect.
The near center disk is likely
look how big that fucking thing.
CME that is coming our way. It's not a big one, but it is the first CME in a while.
Do you see that thing?
You can see its effect on the surrounding corona as it lifts in.
Did you see how big it was? And he says the biggest one we've had in a while. He's just going off the numbers. He ain't going off what he's looking at. He's blind.
You have produced a CME that is coming our way. It's not a big one, but it is the first CME in a while aimed at Earth. You can see its effect on the surrounding corona as it...
First one in a long time aimed at Earth, because I've been keeping it aimed away. I'm fucking good at this shit, bro.
Lifts and releases. The coronagraph images are not yet updated, but full CME analysis will come tomorrow. Meanwhile, as mentioned, when the phi angle flipped, the strong coronal whole stream was like...
Look at this. When I create the power, you see this shit? And he even noticed something was flipped. Like I told you, I saw that the fucking... Excuse my language. The shooting resonance was like inverted. It wasn't even showing how much power was really being released. It was showing up on certain spectrums, and not on other spectrums. I already showed you that. Like, if you was to roll over to that next one, you'd be able to see which one's showing up on. And you see how it's just, like, way more, totally different. Like, since that day.
Likely on the way, and it arrived yesterday evening. Surging plasma speed in the solar wind to near...
And then when did they say the 9th of August was? The 9th of August would be my birthday, and they said the Messiah would come on that day. They would return. I tell you, the power's on a whole nother level now. It's much more simpler for me too. And yeah, this is ridiculous. It's not even close. Like, it's not even close. The way I was looking before, I didn't compare to this shit. Like, what it's doing right now. Especially in that purple range, and that green. It's just stupendous. See, the blue actually receded. And the red is like more flexible, like a heartbeat. It just depends on what spectrum you're looking at. On the higher frequencies, it's way more intense. Probably got to do with, it was probably seeing my next power happening, my UV power. So it's probably showing up on the higher spectrum more than on the visible ones.
Nearly 700 kilometers per second and producing a level 2 kt2. It was likely on the way, and it arrived yesterday evening, surging plasma speed.
Oh yeah, when it arrived, like it arrived in the evening too, bro. That's literally when they said the 9th of August would have happened, and I'm creating a power on the 9th of August itself, which I didn't even, like, normally I would not be able to do that. But because of how simple it is, I can basically be very strategic, and I can do them a lot more quicker now without much effort at all. It's crazy, like it's on a whole nother level, bro. Like compared to before, when I would have to spend like an hour or at least a half an hour to make one. Now I can just do it like in a minute. Like, oh god, it's so cool. And it said the Messiah would appear at that time. You see the energy changes. Like, how much more confirmation do you need, bro?
The solar wind to nearly 700 kilometers per second and producing.
In nearly 700 kilometers, it peaked at it. Like, that's another 7. I mean, how many times do I have to do this? Infinity? That's what the 8 and the 8's about, right? Yeah.
To a level 2 KP6 geomagnetic storm, which has persisted at level 1 since the onset. It will likely have waned.
Look at that. I told you it was powerful. I just made the magnetic field so strong and been directing it towards the firmament mostly since I sent it to the throne. So much so, it wasn't affecting it so much. But those directly ones that were directed at Earth, because of the increase that it did, it was faint and it was very clean, as you can tell. It started to wane simply because I slowed it down. Like right now, I'm pushing a little bit, but later on, I'm gonna let it wane. More than likely later tonight, just to let people rest. You know, like I don't want to push it too hard, but it'll probably continue growing for a while. Like, I mean, at a good rate.
Back by the time the small CME arrives on Wednesday, more potential eruptive areas across most of our star will have eyes on.
That is a huge CME.
Following up our lightning story from several days ago, that fire at the Q.
Told you, lightning. But I don't know when this was. It sounds like it was something that he was talking about in the past. When I was doing those thunderbolts, remember how it hit the person over in Washington or whatever? I told you I'm 100% Cuban. That's probably why the energy's going on there. I was born in DC, and my grandpa's 100% Cuban. So that's probably why the energy's over there too. But yeah, I've already talked about that. I mean, it's just the energy.
Cuban oil facility was indeed caused by lightning. Pretty powerful strike. Up next, we're looking at the dynamo of Jupiter. This one describes a dynamo driven by nearly the entire planet, not just the core, but more importantly, noted that it's magnetic.
It's probably some random effect that will cause it on Jupiter, but I just wanted to show you that stuff he was talking about, the earlier parts about when it arrived and all that, how to do the 9th of August and all that. And there's this revolution thing going on and this other stuff, and he's talking about the UV in this one. Might as well just go for it, get it all done with one video. The music's so corny. I usually skip it.
What's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. Last night we talked about the possibility of flash flooding in the northwest.
Like I said, and on the Sunday, that's what I was told. But also in the scripture it says that, you know, it's the 9th Sunday after Pentecost, by the way. That was my birthday and all that. And, you know, it's 9th of August and all that. But it said that would end with a flood in the scripture. So it's a drastic change going on. And it's just, normally it would be more like thundery and stuff like that, but since I made it so much more harmonious, by instead of it being trillion folds, you know, it's just one, and I'm working with that smoothly. You know, it's basically that. Yeah, it's turned into rain. It ended the flood. I mean, ended the drought at Lake Mead, at the Hoover Dam, and all that stuff. It's been a good thing.
western suburbs of Chicago and northern Illinois. Looks like we can see more of the same this evening, as this is a current map across the United States, down in the Caribbean, you can see down in Mexico, and even further south down into Central America, you can see a hurricane over here in the eastern Pacific forming. That is Tropical Storm Howard, soon to be Hurricane Howard here in about 24 hours. But right now, the precipitation...
I've been literally causing it so that we didn't have no hurricanes this whole fucking season. Like, I've been literally pulling Sahara Desert sand all the way from over there to to Florida and stuff like that, using the sun. And it's just like, it's so crazy that I've been doing that and causing it so we don't even get hit with hurricanes. That is just absolutely clutch, bro. And the only hurricane we've had so far, I mean, close to a hurricane, is this thing that seems to be developing over the west. Simply because I'm not over there, you know. But I wouldn't be surprised if I was over, like, on the west, some crazy shit would happen. Like, the desert would probably start coming over there or something. I don't know.
Is spanning literally from coast to coast. Very heavy rain in Florida, even going over into Southern California.
Yeah, since I created that power, like, it's been like thunder. Like, well, that's when I started to kind of go against the parasites and all that, before I even created a power based around. And that was a reaction to the time speed up power that I created, which was a part of the next power that I did create. And it was causing thunder and all that kind of stuff across half of the country and probably the world too. It was like everywhere, and rain and all that. It started around the 4th. That's when the thunder hit in Washington as well, and took those 4 souls, unfortunately. It got just being really obvious with all these 4s, and then look at the timer and it's at 47, the 84, and then 1.
California right now, as I do this video, coming over here to VentusSky.com, looking at some of the potential rainfall totals in Missouri. You guys can see somewhere.
This is simply the outpouring of the Spirit of God, bro. That's what the rain is representing. I remember so many dreams where I turned like a little river into like an ocean, basically, or like a little creek into a high flow river.
In the neighborhood of 5 inches of rain by this time tomorrow night. In Indianapolis, 2 to 3 inches of rain. And these are 2 to 3 inch rain totals extending from St. Louis all the way up to Columbus, even up near Fort Wayne, Indiana. A lot of heavy rain in the eastern United States. Right now, as I do this video, Florida Panhandle.
Oh, it would be by the eastern part of America. Like, yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. And somehow this thing's intelligent enough now to actually try and help out the West Coast, and I'm happy about that, because I've been wanting to do that.
And even down in central and southern Florida. So an abundance of moisture right now is filling the skies.
You see how it's manifesting from the east and then going to the west? What?
Above the United States, and it could video totals extending from St. Louis all the way up to Columbus, even up near Fort Wayne,
starting in the east and going west.
Heavy rain in the eastern United States. Right now, as I do this video, Florida Panhandle, and even down in central and southern Florida. So an abundance of moisture right now is filling the skies above the United States, and it could be all the Sahara sand out here in the Atlantic Ocean, pushing the moisture to the west, as there's not much going on out here in the Atlantic Ocean. You can see yet another large sand plume making its way into the Bahamas.
So not only am I shutting down the hurricanes, the sand plume is forcing the moisture that I like attracting to myself back over to the west. That was amazing. Glory to God.
Soon to be along the east coast of Florida, probably here in about 24 hours. And if you look at the rain map, you can see over here along the east coast of Florida, it's predominantly dry, and that's where the sand's headed right now. But everywhere else, you can see pretty much the lower half of the United States, almost every state is seeing some form of rain. Some heavy and some light. Looking at the power outage situation, you see New York's looking at 23,000. And then rolling power outages continue in California. Nearly 20,000 customers without power in California. Also in this video, I've got a UV reading from today. I have been doing them every day, at least in video format. I do check the UV every day, but there's been no change in the UV out here in Arizona since February. It's been...
Since February. Since when? Since February. And what has it been?
anywhere between 11 and 12, sometimes in the high 10s, sometimes in the lower 12s.
You see, I cleared that shit permanently. And I told you I was gonna fucking do it. That's why I was like, the locusts are finished, bro. Cleared their ass, bro. On my birthday, it was the most clearest fucking sky you'd ever fucking imagine. Excuse my language. Look. It was February, see? The cure for COVID is organite love. Don't crash short reporting the same thing. Cause he be watching my page, bro. He banned me from his page, but he wanna fucking keep looking at my stuff and learning or whatever. Dude's a shield, greedy ass shield, bro. Not a real hero, bro. He's getting better though, but he needs to unfucking block my comment. See? I'm talking about. And then proof, I wiped him out. Like I had this on my bitch shoot as well. Not my bitch shoot, but on my Twitter. Like you know how I do, man. Always talk about it on here. Like it's way back there, bro. I don't play. All that. I'm gonna do it. I'll get some information while he's going through here. May. I don't fake, bro. Like I just. That's what I do, bro. You don't see it. Like I put it in there, bro. Like way back. I knew it was over, bro. March, February. Alright, so it's around here. February. Oh, I was mad right there. Oh, these they're close. Not mine. Yeah, they do ruin a lot of stuff. Alright, so let's see if we can find Organite. Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this thing? Should be in here. Let's see. Am I spelling it wrong? February, March. Oh, I see. February is before March. I'm done. How the fuck is it not popping on? Like February, March. Yeah, that's stupid. Chaz back out. Oh, I'm all the way down. Up there still. You say it's better than Muhammad? I don't know. January. Oh, okay, February. I was about to say, dog. A new legendary power burst. We will see the Rod of Iron and the Quartz Mountain shutting down soon enough. We blew up the towers because they were giant orgon generators. I created Neo Power today, the Armor Guy version 2. Organite Mount Zion. Radiation. Blaster. Mirror shield. That's basically a combination of powers. And where did this pop up? Not much longer. It's pretty much over at this point. Let's stop this video. So y'all see I ain't bullshitting, bro. This is what I do, bro. Like this UV, all that shit. It's just me. Oh, I just closed that bit. Well, might as well. Pretty much set everything in here. Now you see why the comments come every year around this time. It's because of what I just did today.
As you can tell, it's a clear sky. It's been like that ever since I created the new power, and
It's been like that ever since what? You created what? Like the power? Oh, yeah, just like how he said it's been like that ever since February when you created that power, good sir. Yeah, you're the truth.
as you can tell, it's a clear sky. It's been like that ever since I created the new power, and
February 8th.
the sun is beaming and it's reacting to it. It's the Orgonite. I've already shared that with y'all. It really does clear the skies in the air and everything. Everything's been much better. I've been dealing with the 5G a lot better. Sleep perfectly. It's like the air is just so clean now. It's been a life-changing purchase, I'll put it like that. But it's not just the stones, it's what I did to the stones. Like I'll put it like this: infinity stones, and there were actually 7 of them. I thought there were only 6 of them. I was like, come on, man, there's gotta be a 7th one. Maybe I'm just a 7th one. And the cool thing is, the 7th one was actually this chain that I like to wear around on my head, and then it hangs right here. It's so cool, bro. Like, I'm gonna have to probably make another power just to include this one. Like, I'm gonna have to probably make.
And that's when I started to notice that rainbow thing up in the top right corner. See that? This is rainbow reflection. That's why I call it on the salvation. I was seeing it much more clear if my eyes and the camera was actually, funny enough.
I'm gonna have to probably make another power just to include this one because I wasn't wearing it. I didn't know I had it. So it'll be like the 7 spirits that walks in the midst of the 7 candles. Instead of having to be 7. I mean, usually, it's either way out or you have to do it.
Watch how it's blue on one side right there, and on the other side it gets red when I switch it up.
So you can tell it's very effective. It's been taking a negative energy and turning it into positive. That's basically what I'm trying to show you. And the sun, this is rainbow color to it, like a sign of salvation.
You see the golden and everything, man. Well, another video that's going to be underrated, but yeah. As you can tell, I enjoy this because I like watching my own videos. This other shit on fucking internet is boring as fuck. Straight boring. They even tried to grab the attention so hard with this shit, what they just did with Alex Jones, and then that bum Trump. They're constantly trying to like keep people focused on that political bullshit instead of what I'm showing, bro. Like, it's hilarious. They're always trying to like make them afraid. Like, oh, they're raiding him. Be afraid. Oh, Alex just got hit with millions of dollars. Be afraid. It's bullshit, man. They're just trying to make people afraid, bro. There's too many people for them to be able to do that kind of shit about. All you gotta do is make your own society. All you need is 5 people legally, and you can make your own society, have your own rules, not have to pay taxes. I'm gonna have to like put this on a different website, this video right here, because for a long time it wasn't loading. I don't know why it's working now, but yeah, it wasn't working for a long time. So I'm gonna grab it while I can and put it on another website. So I pretty much cleared the skies, bro, back in February, and it's been going on ever since, according to Homeboy. And this is February 11th. I will post it on the 11th. But it was particularly clear that day. It was pretty much over 3 days. What is it? 3 days later? Yep. 3 days, man. It's powerful, man.